YouTube, it's Lilith the Star back for another weekly update for the channel to tell you how things are going and so on and so forth. So, biggest thing in the last week or so is I have done what I promised ages ago and have finally got my Twitch schedule up and running. Downside to that is I did have a little bit of an issue this back end of this week. The schedule is a 3-day schedule. First day is a 2-hour of gameplay or streaming of anything, such as my drawings and stuff. I'm going to try drawing one this evening, hopefully, if my PC and my internet allow me to. My internet's being a bit spotty in this room upstairs, which is where my main PC is, where I do all my drawings and stuff, so... Second day is I'm going to be doing gameplay with my friends Colin and Martin, though not necessarily always Martin, maybe my sister if she shows up. That's always up to her though, I'm not going to argue with her. And then take a day off. So it will change constantly what days I am going to be on Twitch and what day I won't. The only issue would be that Wednesdays is a day I can never be online unless I have a week off, and then I can do a stream of some kind. Wednesdays being the day I go to RPG evenings, so tabletop roleplay games. So hopefully that does really well for you and is useful to you and is helpful, and please tell me if you think that's a good idea or if you think I need to change it and do it on specific days and all that kind of stuff. My YouTube channel will be staying the same. The days will be staying the same. Admittedly, again, last week something happened and I'll get into that in a moment as to why things didn't go quite as planned. Which is Sunday or Monday will be the update, like it is now. Tuesday will be a full-out video, let's build all actual gameplay. From now on, at the moment, it is gameplay because I've got to that point on Red Rocket where I'm not sure what to build yet. There isn't just the same thing repeated over and over again. So until the point where I can figure out what I'm making that is something different, it will be that. So if I can't get my PC working and set up for doing my digital drawings, Growler's down there. Then I will be doing some Red Rocket Let's Build. So join me for that if it doesn't work out quite the way I want it to. Thursdays will still be my ASMR day, switching between Stardew Valley and anything else that I do. Though Stardew Valley may be changing to Minecraft very soon because I'll have done 13 episodes and 13 is a season in TV and stuff like that, which means that might be an idea just for me to change to something else for a little bit. Like I said, Minecraft is quite a good one for ASMR, so that may be something that I'm going to look at doing. Again, if you think that's a good idea, then let me know, leave me a comment below. Any other games that you think would be really good for ASMR, once again, let me know and I will give that a go and we can see if that works. And then Fridays or Saturdays will be Valiant Hearts, or a Let's Play of a game. Currently it's Valiant Hearts. I do have all of the footage required for Valiant Hearts, including all of my achievements, all of the historical item locations, how to get certain achievements, my Let's Plays and stuff like that. It's just about editing it all together. And as I mentioned last week, over the last couple of weeks I have been dealing with the black dog. It doesn't necessarily happen all the time and it's not something I want to push out there, though I have been every single week. I've been mentioning it. It's not something I hugely mention to people who see me on the street, so this is kind of one of my few outlets. So a lot of my friends don't know, I don't talk to them about it other than if they watch the channel. It's not something I reach out quite a lot for, and I'm aware that that is a problem, as some of you will have seen in one of my videos done not even 2 years ago now. I have suffered with it for a while. I was on medication for it and the medication was making it worse in the end, so I had to come off that. And now I'm dealing with it on a day-by-day basis, which is sometimes the only way you can do it. I mean, I'm lucky enough that I can have days where I've never had a day where I can't manage to drag myself out of bed. I should be happy for that. It just means that instead of having one day where I'm lying in bed going, I can't do this, I have a couple of days where it takes me a little longer to get up in the morning, and it sucks. But it means I can get up in the morning just a little later than normal. So you know, thank you to all my friends who do know about it and who have been giving me help with it. You are amazing. But that wasn't helped this week by the passing of a major person in the community. When I say community, I mean the live action roleplay community. It was something I had a really big part in over the years, and it's something I built my life around. And I'm not gonna lie, I regret it now. It has brought me some of my best friends and my worst enemies. That may sound like a dramatization, or I can't think of the other word right now. Words flash in my... Every now and again, words flash in my head and I can see how it's written, but I cannot get it out of my throat. And this is one of those. Loki, you are not allowed to jump up on me right now. And for all the fact that there are people who say that the LARP community as a whole is possibly one of the most supportive families in the world. Yes, it is, or it can be. Unfortunately, I have been on the receiving end quite a lot in the last 2-3 years of the negative destruction that comes with these things. LARP as a community is an amazing thing. It can bolster you up, it can breed creativity, it can create a wonderful, safe, supportive environment for you to work and let your dreams run wild in. Heaven forbid, however, if you meet 1 or 2 people that decide that your dream is not what they want, or your vision of working together to something is wrong. Heaven forbid that these people also have a way of making you out to be the bad guy. I'm not going to go into what actually happened because I'm not dragging myself down about it, but I will also say that it does happen quite a lot. And unfortunately, the passing of this person has reminded me of another passing of someone that I was actually close to in LARP, and how much damage that did to me as a person because of the community. Now, this friend of mine, his name was Andy, often known to people on the internet community as Woodwoes. He was a very good guy when he had good days. Okay, I'm leaving it. Okay, there was a huge cut there because I just went on an absolute rant about how things went wrong and how things went bad and all that kind of stuff. And I cut it out because, like, Growler told me to. He's sitting down here and he's meowing at me. He meowed at me for a bit. Didn't you? Didn't you? And now he's not going to do it. And now I look like I talk to myself. But, yeah, it's, there we go. I was reminded that something I've built my life around has not been as good for me as I would have liked. And it's caused a serious bout in the depression spiral. But I can do this, and I'm sure everybody else can do this. And the fact that I keep being asked of why am I selling stuff constantly when behind you is, like... Let me see if I can do this, because sometimes it won't let me. Nope, it won't spin. It won't spin, but that will spin. And now I've just broken my camera. But yeah, it's my house is full of someone else's stuff still, and now my camera is at a wonk, and I can't fix it because that would be silly. There we go. That kind of worked. Okay, so I'm gonna go and edit this mess that I've created. Growler is gonna say goodbye. Come on. See? Growler says goodbye too. And we are gonna go and edit this mess. And hopefully you can forgive me for having cut off a lot of stuff, because it was a rant and it was a very depressing one, and there are people out there that I don't think need to hear it, so I apologise. But Growler and I say goodbye, and we'll see you next week when hopefully we've got a bit more positive stuff to talk to you about. Okay? Bye!